Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. My name is Kimberly Sanders, and I'm super honored tonight. I have my co-host with me. Her name is Allie Lenore, and she and her mom will be telling some amazing stories. But first, just to share with you all the honor that it is to be a part of a company and a community where our number one core foundation is to end human suffering. And there's so many different layers of human suffering this lifetime. But what we've noticed is when you can really hone in on helping the gut microbiome be connected to our mind, body, and spirit, everything will start to change. And things come into your reality in a way that just align on every single level. Once the gut microbiome is actually online and receiving the nutrients, then usually magical things happen. So we've united with a company, it's called Purium. Pure and Premium is what makes up Purium, and we get to work with regenerative farming practices. We've also combined some really unique herbs that come in and bring a product called Biome Medic. It's the only third-party tested product on the market that actually removes the carcinogen called glyphosate or Roundup that they're spraying on our food. And that is linked to so many different ailments like cancer, diabetes, the Hodgkin's lymphoma is the number one cancer causing that's what has caused that cancer. And then the most crazy part about that story is that the company that has created glyphosate has also created the medication to supposedly help with the Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it's big business out there. And that is why we have my friend Allie on. She's been with us for a little while, and she has been utilizing all of the superfoods. And she's also felt some really amazing cleansing and the ability to have her family be touched by these superfoods. So we work with regenerative farming practices, and we get to have all of this detoxification happen. And once the body is starting to have detoxification, and then you flood the body with these amazing superfoods with all the nutrition, just like right before we came on, we had a friend James saying, like, we can have as much nutrition in one shake as sometimes as people have in a whole week. But with ours, we'll talk about it a little bit later with some visuals. But I'm just honored to have friends on here that really feel the difference and have stuck with it. And so I'm wondering, Miss Allie, are you around? I know that you and your mom wanted to share some stories tonight, so I wanted to bring you on if you're ready. We'll have you unmute.
Okay. Okay, so my mom struggles with diabetes, anxiety, depression. For the last, let's say 2 months, I think she was struggling with so much fatigue. She could barely get up anymore. She would go to work and just be out of just have no energy for anything else. She would just stay on the couch and very, depleted, completely depleted. Alan, sorry. So he noticed the changes on my son and on Alan, because I was calling her. I was telling her, look, we found we are taking this, and Alan has energy, and I feel I have more energy as well. And she, after so many years of me trying to get her on a routine of some supplements and stuff, she said, bring me some of that. I need something. And I ordered the Daily Core 4, and I brought some to her, and the next week she was up driving to my sister's house, and she was cooking and all the stuff. We're all gathering right now at my sister's though. And so I don't know, it's been a little bit, and she's here. She drove here and I drove here. Both have my sister an hour and 20 minutes away. But so yeah, so the good news last week is that she had blood work, and the doctor said that she's only 2 points above, or what? She's 2 points above the normal levels of sugar. So like her sugar is now basically balanced. Her cholesterol is balanced, and it's just been a little bit. Her thyroid is better, and yeah, she's happily going to work. And also something she hasn't said to me, but I feel like I can say in the things that I noticed. She was having she was having some signs of what was dementia or Alzheimer. What? Which one?
Maybe Alzheimer's, but not
Probably Alzheimer's. But I find that she really is way better. She's not forgetting many things that she was forgetting already. She was forgetting her medicine here and there. She was forgetting the keys, losing stuff, and she really, I'm so proud of her because she started this, and like any other time she would have not started this, but it just all happened at the same time when she said yes to it, and she's been so consistent, and she's definitely feeling much better now.
That's amazing. And I know too, you have a son, your family, Alan, your son, he's been on the superfoods as well. And I would love for you to share a little bit about what you've gone through together as well, if you'd like to share.
Yes. So he's coming. He's right here, right behind me. Say hi. See, he's been talking a lot more. He's now doing 3 words together because he's nonverbal. He was diagnosed with autism since he was 3 years old, and since then he had regressions and, well, things that I didn't know, with things that we know that we didn't know before, and those things. He was having regressions and just losing speech and things like that. So he started on the Epi-Genius family, and he's been able to say a lot more words. He's playing more, he's more alert. He is sleeping better. He sleeps in, and sometimes I have to wake him up when he was always the first one up, and asking for his breakfast and things like that. And he's so much calmer now. He oh, the new one, the other day we ran out of ketchup, and he was saying, we should ketchup, we should ketchup, we should ketchup. And I thought, what's he saying? What happened? And then he repeated, and I go, oh my goodness, yes. And he was saying it clearer every time. So he went, we should ketchup. Very funny because he still talks with difficulty, but he definitely more words coming. My daughter was just telling me in the car because she asked her something and he responded because he suffers from something called ecolalia, which is that if you ask him, is this red or blue? He says red or blue. So hardly ever he responds with this is what it is. She say, what do you want, this or that? So he says, this or that. and he laughed as I said that. Because his body is so depleted and all the brain damage that will not let him, but the Epigenius family has all there, you know, the fruits, vegetables that he's missing, the we're detoxing the glyphosate and all of that stuff. So he's just talking more easily. Yes, thank you, the biomedic. And so much happier he is. He's smiling all the time and playing, all that.
Thank you for sharing this. And it's really what we live for, right? Like to be able to have, is again, ending human suffering, being able to offer the solutions, and then really being able to share it with your family. And more than anything, all of this, it makes it really easy. So I'm going to share my screen and just walk through some of the things that have been in their practice, and just kind of explain a little bit about the ultimate lifestyle transformation. And so hold on just one second. So we call them a ULT because it's absolutely an ultimate lifestyle transformation. And when you get to see this type of goodness happen that Ali's been explaining, so incredible. So we start really in the morning. The body's ready to absorb protein, but you know, the way that we've been kind of conditioned to just like start the day with types of protein, that's not always the way that the body would love to start it. But what we get to have here is the super amino 23. These are in the physician's desk reference and mentioned over 28 times. They have been studied and created. It took 28 years as well to make this specific formula. It's all legume based. And within 23 minutes, it is feeding your cells, tissue, and muscle, and building your body in such a beautiful way. And so you're getting 99.9 net nitrogen utilization. And even if you're a person that is still consuming animal protein, you know, even on a good day, you're only getting about 15 to 23%. So the difference between these is there is just all bio-ready available. So it creates clean, lean muscle. It supports the skin to have really great elasticity. There's been a lot of stories of moms that have a belly that had babies, and the tightness can come right back. And so they also help burn fat, and they're going to reduce your sugar cravings, and they support mental acuity. So I'm super grateful for these. I've been plant-based since I was 9 years old. And so I actually came into this company through my homeopathic doctor and his Ayurvedic wife. And this was one of the key products that he was saying, like, you definitely, as a plant-based person, it's really important to be able to have clean protein. And this is my favorite way to have it. So, and then here we have our power shake. The power shake is really beautiful. It is with all of these greens in the power shake have been grown in our regenerative farming practices. So just 90 feet of soil that has been cultivated through the years to have some of the most incredible minerals still left in there. So we have, it supports energy. It's definitely helps with cravings. It fuels your cells, and definitely satisfying. There is also the hull of, we call it rice bran solubles, and it's the hull of the rice, and it's definitely helping with women with their hormones, and just really a really healthy fat. And then also ancient and sprouted and fermented grains in here. We have all of the greens and the grasses that are needed. And so just one of these power shakes is as much nutrition as 6 superfood salads. And I always say, even if I had time to eat 6 superfood salads, that would not be what I would wish to nourish myself with. So just so thankful. And, you know, these packages, this silver package. It's actually a home compostable bamboo, tree, and plant resin. So we actually have a study done with the soil once it's been composted, and there's more nutritional value in the soil with this home compostable bag than if it wasn't in there. So there might be a couple other green products on the market, but again, I was sharing before we started, I've been having superfoods in my life for over 20 years. And if there was any other company that was better, I promise you that's what I would be talking about right now, because it's just the way that I am. It's been that way for many decades. And so I'm just so grateful to have found an organic superfood company that uses this regenerative farming practices on top of just marking all the boxes. Dave and his wife, Anna Marie, actually have a nonprofit called the Awaken Project, and they help families just like Allie, and we would love to see this happen for her, which I can just feel it happening already, that they bring families that the moms are 24/7 caring for their children with autism, and they offer a respite opportunity there on Dave's land. So he also is the creator of another nonprofit called the Plastic Free Alliance, which I'm really honored to be a supporter of. Because of Purium, I was able to support him last year, and we got to have a really amazing event that brought all of the companies together that are on a mission to end putting plastic packaging on everything. So this company is unlike anything else. Not only do we have the cleanest products on the market, we have some of the greatest heart-based leaders in this community and of the company. So those are our two main players, the Super Amino and the Power Shake. And then we go into the gut restoration and the ability to regrow the microvilli and mend up leaky gut. And, so Biomedic, we can say it may help detoxify glyphosate, support digestion, may support immunity, may support healthy C-reactive protein levels. But in our 3rd week study, people that were taking only 1 capsule of Biomedic a day and not eating organic food, they were just eating regular conventionally grown food. Our studies were that the 74.5% of glyphosate was on the way out of the body, 33% of leaky gut was on the mend, and that 75% of C-reactive protein was actually leaving the body through stool and urine samples. And so just if you really think about what we're doing with Purium and the nutrition that we have to offer, you're flooding your body with cellular nutrition, you're removing the toxins, you're taking a product that has been third-party tested, that has removed the certain levels of glyphosate and the C-reactive protein. And again, all of the autoimmune disorders that are really affecting humans right now, all the even what you were saying, Allie, with your mom helping with the dementia or Alzheimer's, that is one of the side effects of glyphosate being sprayed all over our food. And so all of the leaky gut and ADD, ADHD, all the different autoimmune disorders that are happening, they are linked to having glyphosate being in the body. And that started about 40 years ago, that they've really drenched the soil and the plants with that. And so it's pretty incredible to see the outcome. And that's why we come here to share these stories, because, there's really nothing like it. So our next product is the Apothecary, and this is just straight up tart cherry concentrate, and it's all organic. So it may help enhance our sleep. We definitely have a ton of sleep stories that are so amazing to be able to have this naturally produce melatonin in the body. And it's said that if you have to take melatonin, then your body is going to stop making melatonin. And so when you're just taking something like a fruit that offers the body the tools to be able to have this enhanced sleep and then combat free radical damage, offers our skin to just be smooth, beautiful, and supple, and support in a healthy response to inflammation. And so this is actually amazing too if anyone is working with gout, and it's the ability to like really reduce the inflammation so that gout is no longer affecting the body, which is not good. This is really amazing to help with inflammation, definitely helps people with pain in the body as well. So I'm loving that. And then the other piece of this puzzle is the Super Cleanse R, and this is our gentle parasite cleanse. And we walk our clients through this. It's a 40-day parasite cleanse. You're with this product for 10 days on. We skip 20 days, and then that allows time for the parasites to actually rebirth themselves. And then we go back in for another 10 days and remove, again, have the 4 capsules a day. And, you know, the products that are in here are, let me see if this will work. That's not opening for some reason, but wormwood, amalaki fruit, Sagara sagrada, some clove. So these are ancient herbs that have been utilized to help with removing candida and parasites for sure. We actually just had 2 pictures of parasites float through some of our business messenger threads and stuff. So we're getting parasites out of our body. And I remember David Wolf, my one of my old school teachers from back in the day, from having superfoods in my life. He really put it out there pretty strong about the idea, like, when you really realize that we have parasites in us in that way, really taking our sovereignty back is pretty important to like not have parasites running our lives. And so when we remove the parasites, we're not grabbing for sugar, we're not grabbing for chips, we're not grabbing for foods that are really taking away our sovereignty and the ability to really feel our bodies and feel our gut knowing. So really, really thankful for this product. It supports healthy bowel function, releases the toxins and the buildup, and supports elimination of parasites. And so it's going to start removing that mucoidal plaque. And again, if you think about what the microvilli is all about, is just these little tiny micro fine hairs all along the colon and the digestion. And if our gut is caked, and if our colon is caked with feces, then we're not going to be able to really absorb this amazing nutrition. So the more we can just keep removing that mucoidal plaque, which is almost like a glue on the sides of the colon, it's definitely not allowing the body to receive all of this nutrients, and things just feel better. So anyway, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So this is just really the bare bones of what we share as a community, but we really have so many other amazing superfood elixirs and mixes, and everything from cracked cell chlorella to a new product that the owner just created. It's a mushroom blend. We have three different flavors. One is a golden milk that has turmeric and some coconut milk and all these amazing different ingredients, as well as ashwagandha. So I'm really excited about that. That's the first time that we've had ashwagandha in our line, and it's just really great. So everything is organic, everything is live dehydrated, everything is grown until it actually needs to be harvested at peak ripeness. So that's another thing that, you know, a lot of people say, like, do you eat real food? And I'm like, wow, I actually get to eat the most real food that the planet grows in soil that is actually real soil. And we just have been really educating people in Purium by a documentary called Kiss the Ground is the first documentary to be watching. And then there's also another documentary coming out, it's out now, called Common Ground. And it really shows what's going on in the farming industry, and like the farm bill, the way that the government is paying for them to basically kill off the microbiome of the earth, because if you just keep tilling and tilling and tilling, you're crushing up all of the really good things that brings the nutrition into the plants. So we're here to spread the word. We're here to really educate people that they can put their money where their mouth is. They can read labels. If you're a person that loves to read labels, if you're a person that knows already about all of this, then I have a knowing that the moment that you really take some time and learn more about what we're all about, a type of thrill will come into you, just like it has for so many of us. And so anyway, we just thank you for being here tonight. And, if you are watching the replay, then please get back to whoever sent it to you. And if you have any questions, we're here for you. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful night, friends. Thanks.
Hey.